Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. This is African Mom's World, and I want to thank you so much for being around. I have had to make this video because of the scenes that you can see. I am in the western part of Kenya, that is Bungoma County, on my way from Kandui town to Webuye town, and it has really rained. It has really rained. It has been cold, some rain of course, but this one was heavy rain. It has actually flooded, and as you can see, there's a lot of water. Crops have been submerged because this is a food basket. There are a lot of crops, different crops, a variety of crops on the farm. But the rains have become so much, and definitely this is going to cause some destruction. Rain is definitely what most of us would want, because when we have rains, we are sure that our food security is sorted. And also just to have very nice environment, good air. It's good to have rain. You can notice that there are trucks that are parked on the roadside. They can't move further. The floods have been so much. Look at those vendors who left their foodstuffs on the roadside. Some has been washed away. The rains were so much. Some of the shops are even closed. The trucks are moving so slowly, but that's okay. Just being careful. Look at the water in front of the shops. Buying is now going to be very difficult, because how do you access the shops? Look at that. The sugarcane trucks are parked by the roadside, yet they're supposed to take the sugarcane to the factory. I wonder how they will reach there. This is Bukembe town. Others call it Bukembe market, where we have a lot of bananas and sweet potatoes sold. The place is really flooded. There were very heavy rains. It's evident. You can see this. And I think it's not the first time it has rained so much like this. But where is this water going to? Actually, we have the River Nzoia, and this has a very long stretch, and the effects will be felt as far as Busia County, where floods may take place. Notice the speed of the water. It is so fast. Look at that. Wow, those who have to cross to the other side may find it very difficult. There's so much food on the farms, because this is also a food basket for the rest of the country. We have maize on the farms. Some was drying, so we shouldn't be having a lot of rain at this time. So you can imagine the effects. Even the road network here is going to be affected, especially on the feeder roads. Sugarcane is also ready for harvest. How will the trucks get into the farms? It will be very difficult. And if that is to happen, then there'll be more cost on labor. They have to remove the sugarcane from the farms and bring them to the roadside. Motorbikes are the main source of transport here, and using the motorbike will make it very difficult on the roads, because it's going to be very muddy and also dangerous at the same time. So a lot will be affected because of this rain. You can also see the road here. It's very slippery. And so motorists have to be extremely careful so that they do not get into an accident or damage their cars. So they have to drive very slowly. It's also quite cloudy, as you can see, meaning that the rains are not yet done. Look at this market. It has really been affected by the rain. People had come to the market. It is a market day and mostly for bananas. So they'll be affected because they've already cut them, expecting buyers to go with them, but now this may not happen as planned. I wonder whether you have experienced such rain at wherever you come from. Let me know in the comment section, because it rains, but in this part of the country, for me today, it was a surprise because we mainly have 2 rain seasons, but this one has come as a surprise because we should be heading to the short rains. The bridge here is quite high, so the crops around will not be affected, not even the road. But you can see the farms. People have prepared their farms. They want to plant. And at this time, it's too much rain. So it's soggy. They cannot plant right away. So even the seasonality will be affected on the way they're used to planting their crops. And so I have done this video. It's actually raw and cut completely so that you can just see exactly what has happened and how my beautiful motherland and homeland looks like when it rains this heavily. The gullies that have been formed are very deep. Okay, they have been getting deeper by the year. And if something is not done, definitely the road will be affected. But we have very nice tarmac. The main tarmac road is quite good. And a lot of development is happening. If you can see on the side, there's quite some construction that is being done, which is good, showing that there's a lot of development that is taking place. And so we are almost in Webuye town. And as you can see, or if you have observed, there's a lot of maize on the farms at different stages. And the crops had done quite well despite the rains that have been so heavy. I'm hoping that they subside so that it has time for the crops to dry, and those who are doing second season planting be in a position to do so. So we are here at the way bridge where all the trucks have to pass through and be weighed before they proceed to the border of Kenya and Uganda, and some even proceed to Rwanda. So we're actually just about Webuye town, and I'm happy that we have reached here because it has been quite raining and a bit scary. When it rains so much, driving is also not so easy, especially when it's also in the evening, and with this road that has so many trucks, it gets a little scaring because it can get messy, especially if we have like one car stopping, then the journey will have a lot of challenges. But I'm glad that we have a lot of fuel stations by the roadside. I don't know the reason why, but I've seen quite a number on this side of the road. Whether it's because of the trucks that need to fuel most of the time, I'm not so sure. But anyway, that's also development to the area. So thank you so much for watching to this point. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so. If you have a comment, feel free to leave a sweet comment so that we know how we are faring on. And we come to the end of this video, and I'm hoping to see you in the next one.